It's your boy Tytus98, and I'm just like just sitting down. Let's do this podcast outside. Let's just get right to it, right? Oscar De La Hoya has this ego going on. He's going against Virgil Ortiz's manager. Virgil Ortiz finally decided to sue Oscar De La Hoya. At the end of the day, I don't know what's necessarily going on. Oscar De La Hoya is saying that, hey, I wanted your best for your fighter, and your manager's in the way. Pretty much it's between him and the manager, and this is the problem. We want the fights that we really want in boxing. We don't have the time for you guys to go back and forth and all this other stuff. That's how we missed out on so many great opportunities. Because I don't really believe it's the fighters, but it's the business. When it comes to Tank, it might be him. I ain't gonna lie, because he a business dude. He got that from Floyd. Like, you got Jared, like, bringing in a lot of numbers. But when it come down to it, I know Virgil Ortiz ain't scared of Boots, and Boots ain't scared of Virgil Ortiz. Let's get the fight on. We're missing all these fights because we got all these egos that's in the way, and I just tired of all this. Now, as far as that whole like podcasting and all this thing go, it gets frustrating sometimes. I just wanted to mention it, like when y'all come on here and y'all basically come to have negative attitudes and negative thoughts on something that, at the end of the day, we just talking, we having a conversation. I never claimed to be an expert. I never claimed to be this great, dude that knows every single thing. I just know that, hey, I like to talk about boxing. Let me just go on here and talk about it for free, and let me gain some people to talk about boxing with me. I just wanted to let that as just a disclaimer before I go further. Now, and I don't know if it's still going on. Do y'all care if Floyd Mayweather fights Mike Tyson? I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't know who cares. Like, go in the comments if y'all really want to see Floyd Mayweather go against Mike Tyson. I don't know if it's still going on. I guess it's supposed to be in Africa or something like that. I'm not excited. I really don't want to be. I don't want to be just into this new world where it's like, oh, it makes money, but it's like, yo, it don't make sense. The last time we saw Mike Tyson in the ring, he didn't look good. He didn't look well. It didn't look right. Like, it just was something that, oh, I'm just want a bag. And I don't think money's not everything, bro. And I feel like personally, every money ain't good money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta realize that this is not just benefit for the guy's health. Like, I don't know. Shout out to them and stuff like that, but I'm not looking forward to that fight. What else is in the boxing news we could talk about today? Big things. Nothing's popping up in my head right now. I know everything about the whole. Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, let's talk Barrios versus Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is training with his dad on this one. Oscar De La Hoya feels confident. And my biggest thing, right, is this. The beef between Oscar De La Hoya and Turki Al-Sheikh always going to come to the side when it comes to the money and the numbers is right. Because they're businessmen, right? But at the same time, you also got to realize this too. Like, when egos collide, it gets frustrating. What am I getting to? I'm happy for this fight to go, but it just seems like this pattern where Oscar De La Hoya has this big ego where he's like in the way of us getting some fights. I'm glad he's not in the way of this one, but even though they announced it and said everything's ready, I'm a little nervous still because this guy's ego be in the way. Let's just be real, let's be honest. And he always blaming everything on everybody else, but you're the only promoter that I be seeing be having all these struggles with his fighters. Like Ryan don't even be hating Oscar De La Hoya, and I don't think Virgil does either, but it's like there's always a back and forth, bro, and then sometimes you gotta put things to the side and just let things like be more of a like natural thing. Let's get the numbers right. He's like, I want to put on the fight, but why are you the one that always had the most problems? Obviously, I be feeling like you don't want to put on some of these fights. You want to garden your fighters almost like top rank. But the money get to talking, you get to walking. That's why I realized, like, you want to garden your fighters just like Top Rank, make them build, because you want to make money out of them. It's a business. You want to make them seem like this superstar, supreme, can't be beaten type of individual. But Ryan got that on his stain. Let me get back to the Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios fight. I think Ryan definitely is going to be in there sharp. He was in the last fight, but my biggest thing with Ryan Garcia is get out your own head. You can't listen to the talks and all that stuff like that, and you gotta be focused. You can't be just streaming all day. I'm a streamer, and I'm about to be a streamer, but it's like, yo, where is like the discipline of like this week I'm not streaming. But y'all, you know what I mean? I understand boxing, it makes you your money, and the streaming and all that brings the fan base and hypes it all up. But it's like, yo, bro, This is a good time to be focused and disciplined. Maybe like a week with not you being on stream. Because guess what? Ryan is on the what is it called? The chipping block or something like that. Like you're really on your last leg, buddy. Like nobody wants to see no bullshit out of you. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody wants to see Ryan Garcia go into the ring and lose this time and think we're gonna keep supporting you. I guess his fan base, he got a big fan base, maybe so. But people like me is like, yo, we actually giving you chances after chances, and this is your last chance. What are you gonna show us against Mario's Barrios that you didn't show with Rolly? And the thing about it is, right, whether he like it or not, you did a lie detector test to see if you potentially use drugs to fight against Devin Haney. They said no, right? Which is good, right? But the thing about it is, it was found in your system. It has some type of help or some type of dealing with, because you didn't look 100% ready. Your confidence got lost as soon as Rolly dropped you. And it was just like, you look like the Ryan we saw before when it came to the Tank fight. And that made us think, like, did he really need that adrenaline or that thing that was found? I think it was Osterine or something like that. Like, did he? Was it Osterine? I don't know what it was, but it was a drug that's found in the system. And it's like, did you need that to go against Devin Haney? Devin Haney's moving on further, and I love to see Keyshawn go against Devin Haney. He's talking back and forth and stuff like that, but he got a task, right? We already know about Ortiz, right? Ortiz is confident as a bitch. I see him saying Roy Jones Jr. and Andre Ward, all the Smoke podcast, like he's coming in to go ahead and destroy Keyshawn. Keyshawn never fought nobody at this level. He got certain points at 135. I wasn't a fan of all the competitors that he was facing, but is Keyshawn willing to take the task and can win? Yes. But Ortiz is not a joke. He's not a hoe. He's tough. He's resilient. But we have to really focus in on the fact is that Keyshawn has been out. Keyshawn hasn't fought no one on an Ortiz level. Ortiz at least fought Teofimo and Lomachenko at one point in time. It's going to be a great fight. But other than that, I just feel like everybody, we got to stay tuned in. Tytus98 podcast, you already know it's going to go up. I'm really trying to get some equipment and set things up more and get more topics and everything. As far as the celebrity gossip goes, it's just crazy. I might leave that alone because it's just all you see is these dudes sleep with these people's baby moms. Like I be paranoid. I be paranoid to even have a female nowadays. You know why? Because I be like, yo, like you never know who you have in front of you. These girls are coming out to be escorts and all this craziness, and it's like you think low level. No, these girls be millionaires or thousandaires, and they really be having like they sold and shit like that. Like it's crazy, bro. It just I know y'all seen the area and all that other stuff, the money bag, yo. I ain't really talking about that, but I just seen like the area and Jada stuff. It's like, yo, we don't know what world it is. We don't know if it's true or not. I'm hearing that she's going live. Y'all get in the comments what y'all think about what's been going on and just in general in the world. It's Tytus from 98. Shout out to the boxing world. I'm out.